I'll put it on silent.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi guys.
How are you doing?
My alarm on my phone just went off. I'll put it on silent, but clearly not.
Welcome to another live edition for our midweek video.
Yeah.
Hello. So good to see you guys. So good to see that you guys were waiting as well. Thank you so much.
You know what? That thing's happened again where it says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. This happened last time, and we closed it.
And then there was.
And then
it was fine. It was actually fine.
So can you guys help us out, please? Would you mind just typing something in the chat and then
let us know if you can hear us. If there's something coming up on your end that's saying that it's some sort of technical glitch, and then we will come back to you. Hopefully it is just
a little glitch.
A very little glitch. See if you can see that message that we just typed, please.
At least say like just one letter.
Yeah,
that will really help. Just one letter.
Just one letter. Yeah, even that.
Oh no. Come on,
we
YouTube.
have more people that have joined, so that's saying that. Does that mean that that's okay then?
Well, no, but no one can type though, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay. Please just type anything, guys.
Please.
It's saying unable to connect to chat. Why is it doing this?
Oh, come on.
It's trying to ruin our flow, guys. This isn't good. Man.
Live chat. Pop out. Chat. Participants.
Oh, so we can see there. So how do we get to that then? So we just saw something that said, hi, wait there, restore chat.
You know what? We could see you.
Yeah, we saw some comments, but we have to almost click out of what we're doing in order to see that.
Okay, we'll stick with that.
Okay, hi guys. We can see
Hi.
family.
Hi, Mrs. C.
Hey, Mrs. C. Hi, Carmen.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi, Minimal.
Hello.
Coming through clear. That's good to hear.
Hi, Sherelle Aaliyah. Who's Sherelle Aaliyah?
I don't know who Sherelle Aaliyah is. That's my niece. That is my niece. Hi, Sherelle.
Hi, Nita.
Hey, Nita.
Hi, Nita.
Hi, Tam Tam.
Hi, Tam Tam.
Yay.
Hi.
You're all here. That's amazing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So bear with us because we have to keep clicking in and clicking out, which isn't the best, but then it's better than us clicking out and starting all over again. So
we can't see ourselves, but I guess we don't need to see ourselves.
I think what we'll do then. Hi, big sis. That's
hi, Lorraine.
That is my sister. Okay, so let's go back out so we can see ourselves because I'm finding this a bit distracting.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
And then we can click in when we get the questions. I'm at the eye doctor. I can see you clearly, but I have the audio down. Okay. All the best at the eye doctor.
Yeah, all the best.
Yeah.
If we knew sign language, we'd do some sign language for
you. I
you.
know some, but I don't know if you do. So that's the thing, you see. I can do it to you, but then will you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so the alphabet. That's not really helpful. So welcome to another live chat.
Yes.
And we're very excited today because, as you know, the last live chat that we did, it was our competition. And that was because we have arrived at the point of 3,000 subscribers.
Woo-hoo!
And last time, I think it was 3,336, from what I remember. That was 2 weeks ago because you've had 2 weeks to submit your answers to the question that we had for our competition. So that was 2 weeks ago. We are now on, I think we're on 3632. So that's another 300 subscribers. So thank you so much for your support and subscriptions and your likes and comments and your DMs, all of that. We really do appreciate it. And we do not take it for granted at all. Yeah. We're very, very happy about this, to have this platform. It's been a real great journey for us. And that's why we're staying consistent with it, you see. We feel like you guys are there and you're supporting us. And the least that we can do is do our regular uploads for you guys as well, which we really do enjoy. It was, I think we started about 2.5 years ago.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was before Isabella was born, because if you remember seeing some of the videos where I was pregnant, I did some pregnancy videos of like my journey, and I did one of like packing your hospital bag and that sort of thing. Hey PG, hey, Hey, Mel.
Hi, Mum.
Oh, Mum.
Hi, PG.
I'm saying hey, Mel. Just realised that's my mum. Hey, Mum.
Hi, Nana.
Woo, yep, 3K. That's so good. Yes, and 14 years. Yay.
Oh, yeah, well remembered.
This is well remembered. That's amazing. Did you remember? No, Yukman did remember.
I remembered yesterday and this morning.
And because your cousin contacted his cousin in Holland. Thank you so much. Was it Gaye?
Yeah.
Thank you, Gaye, because she reminded Yukman that don't forget
it's your anniversary. Gaye is
so
like my human calendar. Yeah, so 14 years today. 14
years today. It's amazing. We feel so blessed. Oh, Isaac is so cute. It's so lovely, my little munchie. So as we were saying, it's our anniversary, yes, and today is competition. This is the end of the competition now, so yes, let's rewind. So we will be revealing who the winner is, and we will be picking that winner at random. Okay.
Yep, so
as just to remind you that we have this amazing book by. Oh, sorry, Isaac. Does that knock you out?
No, the corner was nearly.
Oh God! Oh, sorry.
Accident at work.
Gosh, here's Mrs. C at the eye doctor. I nearly took Isaac's eye out as well. So we have this book here, Stir Crazy by Ching-Hi Huang. Yeah, is that the correct pronunciation?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Okay, and in here we have 100 delicious, healthy stir-fry recipes. That's one of the prizes. It's an amazing book. I've been watching her for quite a few years on Sky TV, and I absolutely love her recipes. She does really quick, easy recipes, and yeah, we just thought, because we've done quite a bit of cooking on here, we thought it'd be a real neutral book for you guys, so that everybody loves, well, not everyone loves cooking, but if you don't love cooking, I'm sure you will after hopefully receiving this book. We also have the Molten Brown gift set. It is the miniature set of shampoo and 2 conditioners, and you get the cute little Molten Brown bag as well that you can reuse. As I mentioned before, this is really handy, especially if you go into the airport when we can eventually start traveling, because they always ask you to have a clear bag, and this is a really cute way of keeping it. And then also, for all of you guys out there that have not been able to get to a beauty salon, and if you're particularly hairy, have a little tash or what have you for the ladies, or even for the men with hairy toes, this is really good. This is the Northern Bear hair trimmer, and yeah, really, really good. I love these. I have one myself, and they're very, very handy. Definitely, just a quick swipe and
guys,
the hair is gone.
Can I interrupt? Who here thinks Adalaine should work in a shopping channel?
QVC. So today we
should be amazing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. That's like goals. That was my dream when I was younger. But hey, here I am on YouTube. So yes, Isaac's put his hand up.
I think I saw Eloise in the chat.
Eloise! Hey, Eloise! Good to see her. She's here. Thank you, Eloise.
Thank you.
Eloise. We feel like we know you, Eloise. It's so funny that Isaac spotted that as well. Hey, Blue Glitter. Great having you.
Hello,
Thank you so much, Mom. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. We have Mariziella. No, wait there. Let me pronounce it properly, because I know even for myself, people don't pronounce mine. Okay, is it Marizelia? Marizelia. Wow, what a beautiful family you have always accompanied right there. I have always accompanied you from here in Angola. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Rel. QVC. I always want to do it. Do you remember? I'm not sure if you've watched it, Rel, but not Amazon. What am I talking about? Alison Young on QVC. She was like my hero growing up. She does all of the beauty section on QVC. I used to sit there just thinking, wow, that's just like a dream job, because I can just talk about products for ages. But I won't bore you today with the product. But then these are very good products here.
Isaac's.
Oh, hey, DMO World.
Hi, DMO World.
Eloise said hi, Isaac.
Hello, Eloise.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you, my lovely. On the 9s, 85. Hey.
Hi everyone.
Oh, thank you so much. See, you guys get me a big head now with this QVC thing.
So
you need to DM on my behalf.
Oh yeah, definitely. So for you guys that missed the beginning, we're having a little problem with the chat. So we're having to put the chat on a different window. Yeah. And it's a bit weird not seeing ourselves, so we're just switching back and forth.
Keep going back and forth.
But we're going to get back to everyone.
Hey Paul, thank you so much. That's my big brother. Thank you so much, Chap. I call him Chap because he looks like a chap. And I'll just leave it there. There we go. So these are the products. So without further ado, should we get started into who the winner is? Thank you so much for all of your responses. We really have been so blessed just to see all of you guys joining in on all the fun and wanting to win these prizes and just participating, to be honest, because that means a lot to us as well. The fact that you guys are, you know, cooperating, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So we've got all the respondents here on my phone. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna swipe up and down.
We didn't use a system of like.
Yeah, we didn't use some sort of random thing.
Yeah, that can just jump the names up. And
we're not at that level of professionalism yet. So
I'm not looking.
I'm just gonna click.
Scrolling. Okay.
No from my eyes.
Okay, and then I'll look.
So
so we have. Should we read the answer first?
Oh yeah. So the answer. So we asked to enter this competition. We asked which of our videos would you share with a friend and why. So the answer was, I would share the video where the family all worked together to assemble Isaac and Bella's climbing frame.
Oh.
I enjoyed watching the family interacting. It's clear you're all very close and caring toward one another. Adalaine, you were so excited to surprise the children. It was lovely seeing Yickman's dad sharing his skills and workmanship with Yickman. I always enjoyed watching the preparation of the barbecue and took notes. That's really good.
That's so
Glad you enjoyed the recipe.
Yeah, thank you.
Isaac was so sweet to not say anything when he figured out what the surprise was. This is just an aura. There is just an aura of peace and joyfulness about your videos, and I truly enjoy them. Take care. God bless.
What a lovely message.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. That is amazing.
And the winner is, drum roll, Carol Blue Glitter. Hey!
Congratulations, Carol.
Congratulations, Carol.
Does it say where she's from?
No. But we've got your email address, so after this we're going to email you.
So happy for
to
you.
Get your address details, and then we'll get the presents shipped over to you.
Yeah, because we're not sure whether she's UK, US, or wherever in the world. So, hey, Isaac has a question.
Yeah, but wasn't Blue Glitter watching this?
Oh yeah, she was.
Blue Glitter.
Isaac he doesn't miss anything. Blue Glitter, you are here. Thank you.
Hi.
There's your prize.
Hey.
Blue Glitter.
Yay! Well done. There we go. I'll package it nicely.
Yeah.
And do you like chocolates as well?
Where is it?
Well, you got some chocolates.
No, I haven't, but I will get some chocolates for you. I just thought, do you know what? I'll pop some chocolates in there if you like chocolates, as long as you're not lactose intolerant or anything like that. Oh, you're in the UK. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's post some packaging.
Yeah.
There we go. That's fantastic. Whereabouts in the UK are you?
And where's everyone from?
Yeah.
If you could type where you guys are from, we'll give everyone a shout out.
Absolutely. Yay! Well done, Blue Glitter. That's amazing. So happy for you.
So the next section, of this live video. Matt from China.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that Uncle Matt?
It is Uncle Matt.
Hello, Uncle Matt.
And he is not from China. He's from Kettering. He's my sister-in-law's husband. He's like my brother-in-law. He's our brother-in-law. He's Isaac's uncle. It's amazing. Yeah. Hey.
Sherelle's from Wolverhampton.
Wolves massive.
Someone's from USA.
PG, from Toronto.
Yep, we remember.
Shout out to Toronto. Staffordshire. Oh wow!
Amazing.
That's just down the road.
Might as well deliver it by hand.
Yeah.
Jewish princess from LA. Amazing. Big up to LA.
Yeah.
You know what? Every time I hear LA, I just feel really sad.
Yeah. Because even Isaac mentioned today, he said, what did you say? Are we ever going to get to LA?
Yeah, because I've never been there.
I know.
And we meant to go there for your birthday.
That was where you were going to take me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know, but don't worry.
Yeah.
When the time is right, when things settle down and it's safe to go, then we can go.
We'll go back.
We look forward to that.
Minimal congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's to Blue Glitter.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Okay. Yeah, congratulations, Blue Glitter. I was taking it as our anniversary.
Carmen Ellis from USA. Brilliant.
Yay.
Thanks for joining in.
Thank you.
Matt Fawn from China Kettering.
Wow. I didn't know there was a China in Kettering, did you?
Yeah, there's a country. It's like it's kind of like the
Monaco.
Yeah, or like
country in a country.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, Uncle Matt says happy anniversary.
Thank you so
thanks,
much.
Uncle Matt.
Thank you.
D Master Dwayne from Birmingham. So there's only one Dwayne I know.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's an Aaliyah picture, so I definitely know who that is. That's my friend Dwayne. How you doing, Dwayne? You're right.
Hey Dwayne, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Then who else do we have?
Mel, well done, Blue Glitter.
Oh, well done, Blue Glitter. SL Charles, happy anniversary.
Oh,
thank you so much. Oh, Sabrina, you're from London. Hey, Sabrina. Thank you for joining us.
Dean Master is from...
That's Daddy's friend. Do you remember, Dwayne?
Dwayne, do you remember?
He came to Daddy's birthday.
Oh, wait.
He was at Daddy's birthday party for his 40th. So we were all in the garden and we're all in the sack race and stuff. Do you remember we did the sack race? And we played all those games. I'll show you the pictures.
Yeah, I'll show you the pictures
and you'll be like, yes, I remember.
So guys, for this next section, we're having a live Q&A.
Yeah.
So
feel free.
Any questions that you have, we'll answer them.
Well, yeah, we'll answer them.
Physics questions, maths questions. No, I'm joking. Just any question.
That'll be Yitman. Yitman's the physics professional.
Yeah, any questions really. I mean, we've got a few questions written down, like what, things that people ask us a lot on the comments. But
we get a lot of we get some of the same ones, don't we?
Yeah.
And then some of them we say we should do a video on it. Some of them we just respond there and then, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys have,
we'll do some now. Fire away, guys.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Firing away right now, or did you have some written down?
No, just
fire away. I've got a few here as well of ones that people ask quite a few times. So
there's one from PG before you do that. Okay, but yeah, guys, any questions you have, just comment on this chat, and then we'll go through all the comments, and at least it's more live than well, more instantaneous than going through the list. So
okay, got you.
So PG asks, what is the key for 14 years of marriage?
Of happy.
Oh yeah, I just assumed marriage. Sorry, for 14 years happy.
Oh. What would you say? I think. Go back a sec, please. Sorry, it's throwing me off.
sorry.
That's okay.
So on my side, I think being with the right person. I think that's so important. I think if you're not with the right person, it makes it. I guess it'll make it a challenge, which I don't have the experience of, because you're not the wrong person. You're the right person. And I guess it's a hard question, isn't it? Like, who is the right person? Because I think for us, we started off with friendship, and that's so important.
Yeah, definitely.
I think having your spouse as your friend, because that's where you've got that connectivity, really.
Yeah, and the foundation.
Foundation, yeah.
Definitely.
And then my other thing is communication. I think being able to communicate and say how you feel, because
no matter what the situation is.
And I think once the so-called honeymoon period is over, do you know what I mean? And you have day-to-day life, like work, and then kids come and stuff like that. And
life throws different things at you. Yeah, like before Isaac, we had a miscarriage. We didn't think, you don't expect that to happen. But,
and then you have to work with each other. So communication is so important. And I always think, like, if you've got a problem in life, like the first person you should go to, I guess, is your other half, really. Because if they're your best friend, they should be the first person you go to.
Yeah.
So that's my side.
Yeah, I agree. I think definitely for us, I think we were best friends, and I think that that's definitely the foundation of our marriage. I think definitely God as well, really important.
Yeah, you know what, I forgot about that. That's like the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely, because I think that for us, our faith is really important, and there's some things that us as human beings, that we just don't have the answer to. There's some things that you just feel so overwhelmed with in life, and you just think, you know what, that Yitman can't, as amazing as he is, he hasn't got all the answers, but then our faith in God and our relationship with God has allowed us to get through different circumstances. So I think definitely our faith in God and our relationship with God and praying together. And I think laughter, we're always having a laugh. We're always joking around. We're just still best friends. As I think that's really, really important. The friendship, the laughter, keeping the fun in the relationship, and not taking things for granted. I think things like, you know, when you go out on dates. I remember when Yitman took me out on my first date, and I was really wowed by. We went to
the Japanese one.
That Japanese place, yeah, and they did all the clanking on the. They did what do you call it? Teppanyaki, yeah, and it was amazing. And I was just like, wow, that was my first time going to a teppanyaki restaurant, and I think that throughout our whole marriage, Yitman's always surprised me with dates, and I surprise him with dates, and we do like date nights in, date nights out. We still write cute notes to each other, just sweet, just things like that. Like, you know, not waiting for Valentine's Day to sort of give flowers and that sort of thing. Not waiting till Valentine's Day to declare how much you love them and what have you. I think that's really, really important.
Yeah. And you have to work. You have to work hard. You have to. When I say work hard, what I mean is, you can't just take things for granted. You know what I mean? Like if issues come up, you have to address them. Do you know what I mean?
That's really key.
Address them in, you know, like what I mean is you don't brush under the carpet kind of thing.
Definitely
you just
not. Yeah, I agree.
Talk about things, and that's where communication comes in. So.
Yeah, because some people naturally aren't that confrontational, but then I think that in a relationship, it's really important that no matter how hard, no matter how non-confrontational you are, you have to pluck the courage up to say how you're feeling, because what matters to you should matter to them. And I think that by you doing that, you're not going to have this amount of anger. Like you see some relationships and they come to a head and then they just split. And I think that it's got to come from a built-up perspective. So it's got to have happened, you know, when you just keep on holding things in and thinking, I don't want to rock the boat, I don't want to say this. I think that's when problems arise. But I think
don't go to bed angry, isn't it?
No, don't go to bed angry.
That was something that where did we get that from? We heard it from someone.
Loads of places. I think people have said it to us over the years, haven't they? From even before I've heard of it before, even my mom and, you know, family will tell you that, and you hear it when you go to people's weddings, and that's something that's always stuck with us.
So address any issues before the end of the day.
Absolutely, really. Definitely play together, and just have fun, and keep the communication open. I think that's really key. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Keep the questions coming, guys.
Yay, Sherelle.
Sherelle, Elia, what has been the biggest highlight of your marriage?
Oh, that's a good one. Biggest highlight. What would yours be?
There's so many. Do you know what I mean? But I think having the kids.
Yeah, definitely.
I think apart from getting married itself, I think definitely having the kids, and they've been such a big part of our lives.
Yeah, huge.
And life is completely different, you know, with them. You know, they bring so much joy.
Yeah.
At the earlier stages for me, like it is hard work. Having kids is hard work.
There's no doubt about
it. They don't teach you that at school.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? They say, you know.
100%.
Oh, sorry. Go back. So yeah, when they're younger, it is hard work. You know, when they're crying and not sleeping and not getting enough sleep, it is like hard work.
Case in point, this amazing boy. He just didn't want to sleep. He wants to sleep in our arms. For even now you do it, wouldn't you? Even if he could, he would sleep in our arms every night like a little babba, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like a koala bear.
He is. He's a little koala.
How about for yourself?
Yeah, I'd definitely say. Let me just try. It's just a lot of reflection, actually. I think definitely having the kids. I've got hair on my nose. Yeah, I think definitely having the kids. 100%. I look and I just think, wow, look at what God's blessed us with, and just I think from going through pregnancy and, you know, everything going smoothly with that, apart from vomiting the whole time. But I had bad. And they say, don't worry, you've had a boy. If you have a girl, you're not going to vomit again. It was worse. It was like chronic vomiting throughout my whole pregnancy. But to be honest with you, having the kids, Isaac and Isabella, definitely, as Yitman says, I echo that, because they're just such a blessing. And I always say, for anybody out there that, like my niece Sherelle, she's pregnant. We're so excited for her, literally buzzing for Sherelle, and Isaac having some more cousins. Yes, and also, can we say the other one?
Which other one?
The other one that's pregnant. Maybe not, I'm not sure if it's announced yet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll let them know.
Yeah, so so we're just really excited for her. But then where was I going with it? with having kids, yes, that's where I was going, was that the first year, I would always say to anybody that the first year for me personally, and to a lot of people that I speak to, it's always the hardest. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be the hardest, because some people have babies that sleep all through the night, no problem, and they don't have colic and they don't have any issues like that. It's perfect. But I always say get through the first year and they become more like a proper little human being at 1 year old, don't you? You get more from them after one, and we find that that's our favourite stage, isn't it? I think they've been our highlights. Our highlights, we've had so many when we go travelling, just day to day. I think that we have so many highlights, like some people say they live from holiday to holiday, for example, but we have so many holidays. We have so many highlights at home. You know, it could just be a random thing that we do for each other, and it's just exciting. Or when we take the kids out and surprise them, or there's just so many things. Yeah. Lots of things that we've done together that we've accomplished in life have been highlights for us. You know, and yeah, but we don't emphasise as much on that. But it's just the kids, I would say, definitely.
Auntie Jenny Thorne.
I can't see where.
That's my sister, Jenny Thorne. Hi, Jenny.
That's Yitman's sister. Good to see you, Jen. And that is Matt's wife.
Yeah.
There we go.
What has been the highlight? Minimal. What changes? So you read.
Okay. What changes have you made to your life since quarantine that you think you'll continue? So I think for myself, definitely, if you don't mind going back, Bubs.
I say.
It's all right. Yeah, I think for myself, definitely, I think it's given me so much time of reflection, to be honest with you. I've got a lamp above my head that keeps on banging.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, gosh, sorry. But this lamp jumping on me. So I think definitely it's given me a lot of time of reflection, and quarantine has been very interesting, to be honest with you, hasn't it? We've really enjoyed it. It's as awful as the situation's been. It's been really tough because we've known of quite a lot of people that have passed away, unfortunately. So that's been really tough, and I'm not going to lie, because sometimes I'd be homeschooling and then I'd get a phone call to say such and such has passed away. And that just changes the dynamics of your day totally. And it's been difficult because you can't visit the people. I think within every community, but within the Black community, we like to visit each other. We sit down with the bereaved family, and that's something that we haven't been able to do. So that's been really difficult. But in terms of what I've learned and what I'd continue is definitely slowing down. I think I've realised how much I was just running around. I'd be going, you know, Yitman did the school run in the morning, I'd do the school run in the afternoon, and sometimes it would be after school clubs, and then it would be different things that Isaac would be doing, extra sort of curricular activities that they'd be doing, like jiu-jitsu. And and then it would just be constantly just going to and fro. So I'd be going to work, coming back, then going to another client, then coming back home, and it just sometimes it can feel chaotic. And you know, I thrive in that at the same time, but then gosh, I just can feel that without realizing maybe I was stressed, because I just feel so much more chilled. I've definitely had to keep myself away from too much of watching the news, because I found that at the beginning I was watching so much of it, and I think that's not healthy for your mind. You watch enough to educate yourself, to know what's going on, but too much of it can just consume your mind and can bring you on a low. So but for me, I think slowing down is something that I'll be doing a lot more of, and not always feeling the need to be going out, because we have so much fun at home. We have so much fun just being together. And just, I think that they say that you know, some people say, oh, I hate to hear that my kids are bored, but then I was watching the video the other day and they were saying that boredom's really important, because through boredom comes creativity. And I think that, I must say, thank God Isaac has not said once, I must say, that he's been bored. But then I was thinking, well, maybe still I could slow things down even a bit more, because through that you brings creativity. You think of like even building dens. He does that anyway, to be honest. But I think that slowing down and just taking time out. And I've been enjoying doing more cooking in the house, not going to takeaways. One thing I've realised is we've been to McDonald's a few times since the lockdowns have lifted a bit. And I had the chicken nuggets, and oh my gosh, they were disgusting. Honestly, it was like breaded bread. It tasted like bread. The chicken was not chicken, and as much as they say it's chicken breast, there's loads of other stuff added in there, and it was just like mush, and I did not enjoy it at all. And I've realised that, you know what, I've been enjoying our home cooking so much, I took it for granted. I've been doing homemade chips and all of that, and just homemade. You've been doing like chapatis and naans and all that. We've just been doing a lot more cooking and baking at home, and we're preferring that. It's a healthier lifestyle at the end of the day. And I think more exercise as well is something that I haven't done as much as I've
been doing less.
You've been doing less, yeah. But I found that it's got us into doing walks, hasn't it, more when the weather was warmer. When the weather's warmer, we go out for walks and stuff, and I've really enjoyed that, and I want to continue that as well. Family walks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other questions? For yourself? Sorry, darling. Sorry, yeah.
For me, I think since lockdown, I've still been working because I work in food manufacturing. I've still been working the whole time. So I think the changes, I've been making minimal changes, to be honest. I think all the changes that I've had to do have been bad in a way. So, you know, like not being able to go out to eat and stuff like that. And maybe I'm in denial, but I kind of feel like I'm still waiting for everything to go back to normal, you know, like whether that's in a few months or next year, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So in answer to that question, I don't see myself keeping any changes that I've had to make.
Because there's nothing
I'm kind of looking forward to going back to normal. Although, you know, things are normal in the house and stuff, but I think it's just going out and stuff like that. Oh yeah, wearing a mask.
Without his nose being covered, so let's just add that into it.
I can't talk properly without it.
He's covering his mouth, not his nose.
Yeah, so that's that one.
What did
SL Charles, do you know what? I've just realised, Sabrina, my cousin, that's it. Sabrina, thank you so much. So great hearing from you. Sabrina is my lovely cousin in London. She used to live over here, and now she's moved to London. And I went to your 40th, was it last year? Or was it the year before? She had an amazing masquerade ball, didn't she? I hope you guys are well. That. Great seeing you, my lovely.
My mate Ellen Reese says,
right there, let's go in order, sweetheart.
Has Isaac had his hair cut? It looks nice.
He has.
Yeah.
We have a clip of that. We filmed a bit yesterday, Yipman.
Yeah. So the kids got some new clippers for me for my Father's Day.
Hint, hint. Based on the last video. So my
present was something to cut the hair with.
Like, seriously.
And so I managed to do a better fade.
Do you want to have a look?
Although I lost one of the main combs.
The one that you needed that was 3 millimeters, was it? That was the one thing that you needed, and you didn't have.
So you can still see a bit of the line on there, but it's a lot better than the other time. So
yeah, way better. There's a much better fade. This one has
more of a blend than this side.
Yeah. So you can look on that side, so you can be like that.
I need my friend Dwayne to teach me. You know.
I know. You need to get him to sort you out. Yeah. Definitely. So next question.
Totally agree about having your spouse as your friend first.
100%, definitely. Thank you so much, DMO World. PG, well, sorry to hear that, guys. Thank you for answering. No problem.
What's your dream?
Pleasure. What's your dream holiday destination? Oh, you go. Do you want to go first?
Yep, I'll go first. So
yeah, Yipman's got quite a lot on his bucket list.
I want to go to
Yipman's the expert, the travel. He likes to just before he starts. Sorry, sweetheart. Yipman likes to book and plan the holidays. It's just like he gets so excited. He's a bit like my niece Sherelle. She likes doing that as well.
Sherelle's really good at it.
She's really good at it as well. So like he just loves to plan the holidays from start to finish, do all his research. He just gets a buzz from it. I enjoy it, and I did his 40th last year, which was amazing. Really good. Yeah, we did the cruise. But then, to be fair, I mean, the cruise is like a bit of an easier thing to plan because everything's there for you.
Yeah, it's just a cruise.
Part of the reason why I chose it.
It's just a cruise.
You just book it, and then boom, you're on.
What is it? But it's true because all the entertainment's there. The countries are set out for you. It was just a matter of choosing which cruise ship and choosing, which countries you wanted to go to. But so it wasn't too hard. So, where's your dream destination?
I like to go to a lot of places, but I think I would like a south of the USA road trip.
Oh yeah, that's.
So I've been to Atlanta before, and I think I'd like to drive around there, like do New Orleans, Essence Festival.
Essence Festival. We really want to do that.
Go back to Atlanta.
Yes.
Probably drive all around the USA actually.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to New York.
We do like America.
You want to go to LA.
Yeah. LA.
And you know what? Recently, I don't know why. I've just felt like I want to go to Colombia. I know that's not USA.
I know. I'm a bit. Any Colombians out there, please let us know what the situation is out there. I'm just a bit nervous of going there, if I'm honest.
I've heard of kidnappings.
There's lots of kidnappings apparently, but then as we know from news isn't always accurate, so I don't just, take that for gospel, but it's just what we hear in the UK.
You don't want to upset any Colombians, do you?
I just don't want to upset you guys. Don't come for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's me. How about you?
Yeah. Gosh, I've got so many. I think Thailand is definitely one. I think another place would be, I'd love to do like an Asian cruise. So we've been to Hong Kong, but I really want to go to places like, I really want to go back. I really want to go to China because that's right next to Hong Kong. I really want to check out North Korea.
Huh?
I mean, South Korea.
North Korea.
Sorry, South Korea. Definitely not North Korea. South Korea. Definitely want to check out Japan. Definitely want to, just a lot of the Asian countries. I think we'd love to do like an Asian cruise and maybe do like, rather than doing one day at a time, maybe stop off in one of the countries for a few days and then get back on the ship. Really want to do like, oh gosh, there's Hawaii, there's Maldives, Seychelles, there's, Dubai. There's just so many places I'd love to go to. Really want to go to San Francisco. Gosh, there's loads. Even like close places like Croatia, I heard is really nice. I want to check Croatia out. We've done a lot of Italy. Still a few places I want to check out. I think we've done some of the best parts in Italy, haven't we? And I absolutely adore the country. Anyone that knows me knows it's one of my favourite places to go. Gosh, yeah, I've just got a lot of places I want to go to. So we've got a lot of travelling to do.
Definitely.
And I think we'd love to do. We like trying different countries' foods as well, don't we? Love trying the big foodies. Yeah. So I think, but definitely South America, LA, 100%. So that's why Yitman was going to take me there for my 40th because that was on my bucket list. So hopefully soon.
Shiro Elia, if Ho went on Come Dine With Me, what would be your starter, main, and dessert?
Good one, Wow. Good
for those of you who don't know, so Come Dine With Me is a show.
Yeah.
Come Dine With Me is a show in England where you have like 4 contestants, and then they go to each other's houses, and then they cook for each other. And yeah, it's a really cool show. So, what would you cook? Do you want to answer that first?
Well, Yitman, if I'm honest, Yitman's the better cook.
Oh, are we doing the couples one? Okay, yeah.
Oh, he was leaving me out.
Yitman
was just thinking, Adelaine's not good enough. Yitman was like thinking, I'm the Come Dine With Me expert.
Never that.
No, I think that Yitman definitely is the better cook between the two of us. Not knocking my culinary skills.
You're really good.
I'm good, and I did a good meal for you today, didn't I? I must say, my prawns yesterday were.
She did some chili prawns. They're amazing.
Some chili garlic.
Really
prawns.
Spicy.
Yeah, they were a bit really on the spicy side.
Yeah, but I really like them.
Yeah, they were really good. I found a really good YouTube video with the recipe, and it was epic.
Guys,
if I have to say so myself.
You guys are like, when you think about spicy food, do you ever get like a tingly in your ears?
Do you know what you get?
I was thinking about your spicy prawns and my ears went tingly inside. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow, didn't know I had that effect. But I think if I was going to do it, I would say if we were going to do it, I'm not sure. It depends. I think if we were going to do it, we always said that we wouldn't do what people would expect, because a lot of the time I feel that if I was going to go on there, if I did curry mutton, they'd go, oh yeah, sure, black girl from Jamaican heritage doing curry mutton. So we said we'd do something totally different. So I think for me, I enjoy scallops, and I think scallops is something that's pretty quick to do, very tasty, impressive food. I think scallops would be. It
looks classy,
really classy, with some sort of pea jus.
What's a pea jus?
Pea jus. I'll show you later. It's like a pea sauce. I think
pea.
Not pea. And then I think I think we'd leave it at that for the starters with some nice garnish. For the main, I love seafood, you see, so it would have to involve some sort of prawns.
Lobster.
Oh, Isaac's big on lobster. Isaac, he loves lobster. Lobster, crab, I don't know. Maybe I'd probably stick to, because to be honest with you, as much as I love crab and lobster, I've not cooked it before. And I've cooked prawns, so I'd stick to some sort of prawn, maybe a prawn linguine. which sounds quite easy actually, and they'd probably knock me for that. But then I really like prawn and green. And then I'd probably do for dessert. I'd try to do some sort of creme brulee. Me and my brother.
Oh, she loves creme brulee.
Which is Sherelle's dad. We both love creme brulee, and yeah, I'd have to do that. I'd be pleasing myself. I want to please them. I want to please myself as well.
You're cooking it for yourself.
Just in case the other nights weren't great. So yeah, I think creme brulee with some nice raspberries and strawberries and blueberries on the side.
That sounds good.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'll let you cook. I'll just let you cook.
Okay. What would you think though? What would you want to do if you were going to do it? Yitman's really creative with his food. He'll make like salads with pomegranates on there and all fancy stuff. Things that I'd never put ingredients together that he puts together, but it always works. He's a natural chef like his dad.
Oh, thank
you. He's really good.
I don't know what I'd cook.
Really?
Yeah, I'd need time to plan it out.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
sorry, Sherelle.
Perfectionist.
I'll let you know tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, they'll work together. So, next question: where did you get married, and did you have a big wedding? So, funnily enough, we've done a video with showing Isaac and Isabella the photos. Haven't you?
Oh yeah,
that one?
we haven't released it yet. We're not sure when we're doing it
yet, but we'll be doing that one soon because we've got a few in the archives that we're going to release. And so we got married in Wolverhampton, and we got married. The reception was held at, I'm not sure if you've heard of the chain called Ramada Hotels. So it was at Ramada Hotel in Wolverhampton, and it was just recently refurbished.
Yeah, it was really horrible before. It was like dark and dingy before.
Yeah, it looked really, really weird outside and creepy, didn't it?
Yeah.
Remember?
But then they put a lot of money into it.
Yeah, and the investors, I think it was. Yeah.
I think ours was the first.
One of the first weddings.
One of the first weddings there.
So it was fresh and new. They had like these. It was really elaborate in the room. It was the ballroom that we had, and they had like these really nice. They've recently refurbished it. It's like 14 years on that they've refurbished it. But it was a beautiful venue, and we had 260 guests. So I think 260 guests. So so I think for in terms of like a British wedding, that's a big wedding, definitely. But then in terms of comparison like to an Indian wedding, it's pretty small. So I would say it was quite a big wedding because obviously when it's in a hotel there's a lot of costs involved, and that was for the sit down meal. So yeah, and might as well tell you we had nice food as well, didn't we? It was really good that we had a combination. So we did do the typical thing. We had Chinese and Caribbean food.
Which was
yeah. We had a duck. We had some sort of duck in plum sauce. We had curry mutton, fried fish.
Ooh.
We had
ackee and saltfish
parcels. We had like was that the vegetarian option? No, pescatarian option. I think we had a vegan option as well. And then we had like some sort of fried chicken, and we had like some chicken chow mein.
Oh, you've got good memory.
Yeah, I always remember. I've got it all down. I've got my wedding folder that I've still got all the bits of all the plannings and the notes I've got. And we've even over there got the feathers from
your bouquet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it was a lovely day. So next question.
Jenny Thorne, happy anniversary. Thank you, sis.
Jenny.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful was giving birth? It was terrible for me. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, man, honestly. Well, okay. What I would say is there's nothing that can prepare you for the pain. And I'm just being honest. I think for me, I was like, my mum always laughs at me because she heard me talking before I had Isaac, and I was like, you know what, I'm just hoping that I'll just sneeze and the baby will pop out. And, I was just hoping and praying for a pain-free birth. I was hoping that, it would be just, I get bad period pain. I'm talking like, Yitman knows, especially like when we first got married, he would be rubbing my back, I'd be on the floor rolling, in agony. So I thought it can't be much worse than that. But, I've just remembered that, Sherelle, don't worry. Sherelle, close your ears for this part. She will know anyway. Go. Yeah, but basically, it's very painful. It's on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's a 10, 100%. Because,
But some people have it easy, I've heard.
Well, I haven't heard of anyone having it easy.
No, someone didn't feel pain.
There was actually, yes.
But you don't know if it's true.
No, but I believe them because I know them. And they had a pain-free birth. And that's what I was hoping for. So, Sherelle, we're praying for a pain-free birth for you. And, but then it was 28 hours of labour, which was relatively long. And I think...
It was... It was crazy because 28 hours of labour, so in the pool, and probably for 28 hours I was rubbing Adelaine's back, and we didn't realise that Adalaine had to have an epidural in the end because the pain was just too much. It was
too much. I said, get me out of this pool now. All dignity just went out the window. I was like, get me out. It was too much. And then out the pool.
And then for the epidural, they gave Adalaine a cooling spray or something.
Yeah.
So that the needle wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then it was burning her because I'd rubbed her back so much that it was probably just the skin had probably all come off.
And Yitman's hands are really soft actually, but they're actually not as soft as they used to be.
Been working hard.
Yeah, it's been hard work. But then he was rubbing my back for all that time. So you can imagine we had all these oils and everything. And don't get me wrong, the rubs do help. So highly recommend it. And Isaac, are you tired, Isaac? Or?
No.
And but then it was very painful, very, very painful, because at the end of the day, you're pushing a baby out of a relatively small hole without getting too graphic. So it's painful. So you just have to, do you know what? Say that. But with Isabella, it was very painful, but it was very short. And because of the shortness of it, as painful as it was, I was actually very broody after having Isabella, whereas with Isaac, I was just like, I was traumatized for a good bit. So I think if you have a short labour, as painful as it is, it goes so quickly, and they say you forget about the pain. I almost have forgot about the pain with Isabella, but not with Isaac, even though he was first. So it's very painful. Yeah, so I think the main thing is, which is what I wish I did more of with Isaac, was practice my breathing and taking it seriously. I was like, yeah, I got this. But actually, the breathing makes all the difference. And I didn't realise, because I was so meticulous with it with Isabella, and it made a massive difference. So I'll be going through that with you, Elle.
Who's that? That's a teller.
Oh, you read it from the top.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go from the top one, sweetie pie.
Jenny Thorne, who is the better driver? Oh,
okay.
I'd say me for a joke, but realistically, I don't know. I think you seem more. So Adalaine hasn't driven for a little while, and she's just started driving again.
You mean since lockdown? Or
since
I passed my test. That's another story time. I had to go for my test twice.
Oh, do you want to tell you why?
Oh, it's just too much of a long story. It's not that long a story. So I went for my test, passed my test like years ago, and I was driving around, and I thought that the driving instructors back then, I'm talking like 20 years ago or so, they used to send off for your past papers and for your license. And so I just took it for granted. I was driving around, minding my own business, and I got stopped by the police because I think one of my brake lights weren't working, and they asked me for my license, and I didn't have it. And when I went to apply for it again, it was out of date. So basically it expires after 2 years, is it? I think it was 2 years.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, so then I had to go for my test again.
So she had to.
Really, really annoying.
I didn't know they can do that. That's really silly.
I know, it's really silly. So I had to go through my theory. And things changed. And then I didn't even go for it straight away, because at the time I was working in Birmingham and I was catching the train, because it just made sense with parking and all of that. So I just caught the train to work and just didn't feel the need to drive. And then obviously after having the kids, I thought, you know what, I need to get back to driving again. So I had to take my test all over again, which was annoying.
And you passed twice.
But I passed first time each time. Yeah. And the guy said to me, he said, wow, he said, I don't even know why you're here. He said, you're just such a good driver. But
who's the best
driver? For me personally, I would say Yitman's the better driver, in all honesty, because Yitman has more experience of driving on the motorway and that sort of thing, whereas I'm a bit more apprehensive when it comes to motorway driving, just because I've not really done it much at all. I haven't really done it much at all. But then in terms of safety-wise, I would say that
she's safer.
I'm safer. I'm much more careful. I'll be like, babe, why are you going so fast? And he's like, I'm not going fast. And I'll be like, babe, you're doing like 90 degrees, 90 miles an hour. And so, I think that I'm the safer driver, but Yitman's the more experienced driver. That was a nice diplomatic answer, wasn't it?
I like that one.
Okay, I agree with you on the news bit. The news bit. Oh, yeah, news. Watching too much news, definitely. Hey, Aslight, thank you for joining us. Jade Danielle UC, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Isaac is hanging with mommy and daddy. Absolutely, way past his bedtime. Are you tired? Are you tired? No, a little bit.
Just No.
He doesn't like to admit it because he likes to stay up. He always says, "Mommy, can I stay up till midnight, please?" He wants to stay up till really late. We've done that a couple of times.
So Isaac J. Danielle UC has got a question for you. They're asking, do you want another little sister or brother?
Would you like another little sister or brother? Be honest, speak the truth.
I think I would want a little brother.
Oops, sorry. A little brother.
Yeah.
I need to close the thing.
Maybe
a
not
little brother.
a sister. I'm not sure why.
Right, is one sister enough?
Yeah, one sister's enough.
Why is that?
I just want another boy to be with me for my life again.
Oh, that's so cute. So why? So would you want us to have another child?
Yes.
You would? Oh, wow.
Because remember when I was younger, and then you had Bella, and then you had to get some lessons. Then while I was getting some rest, I was on
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he loved it when I was.
Oh
yeah, because basically when I was pregnant, especially at the beginning, I was just exhausted. It just makes you feel so tired. So Isaac used to say, "Mommy, don't worry, you get some rest." And he used to do that because he was really sweet, but then just so that he could just chill and watch YouTube the whole time. You loved that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, he would love another little brother or sister, wouldn't you? Well, the question is, would Mommy and Daddy like another one? That is the question. That's a whole other question. Okay. Have you all taken the entire family to China and or Jamaica?
So, in terms of China, no. I would have loved to. So Adelaine's been, so me and Adalaine have been, but I'd love to take the kids. We haven't had an opportunity to yet. But I'm trying to get my brother.
We're going to just before, weren't we? Just before the lockdown, we nearly went.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing how it just worked out. We just, in my heart, I just thought it's probably not a good idea taking Isabella on such a long flight. And I'm so happy we didn't, because we'd have probably ended up being...
Everywhere would have been shut.
Everywhere would have been shut and would have been stuck out there. So I thank God that we didn't go then.
So I've got a brother who's living in China at the moment,
Phil,
and I'm trying to get him to get married.
Yay! Come on,
so
Phil.
Get married, Phil.
Come on, put a ring on it, Phil.
And then we can all go to visit and do a trip to China. That would be nice.
That would be amazing. We'd really love to do that, wouldn't we? So and in terms of Jamaica, we've took Isaac to Jamaica, but that was only on a cruise, so he only went there for a day.
A few hours, really.
Yeah, and he doesn't remember it because he was 1.5. That was when we did a big family holiday with my brother and my niece and my mum and everybody. So my sister, and so he doesn't remember it at all. So we do definitely need to take the kids at some point soon. Definitely, they need to know their heritage, really. I think it's important. We show them lots of programs about it. We enjoy doing that, don't we? Sitting down, watching videos about Jamaica, China, and Isaac is just opening his mouth, yawning. And Isaac, everyone's seen what you've had for dinner.
So that's China and Jamaica. Sherelle, Aaliyah, just like me.
Just like me.
Love a good holiday planning task.
Yes, absolutely. Sherelle is the queen of it, honestly. She's amazing. Really, and she's just does it with ease. You need to give me some tips, well. So the next question is, so I'm going to have to squint here.
Aslight, so if you ever visit the US, do visit St. Louis. I think Emma
is that Missouri?
Missouri, I think
so. I think it's Missouri, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know much about St. Louis, so we need to look that up, Yeah, we're definitely up to seeing new places and things like that. So
definitely, we really want to do that. Thank you so much. We definitely need to check that out. DMO World, Isaac, what is the best thing that Mommy and Dad did for you or surprised you with? What would you say? What's the best thing?
Maybe a Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Oh, it says Nintendo Switch. Because just before lockdown, was it just before lockdown? Just before lockdown.
I was a bit sick.
Were you a bit sick? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Sick. Oh, yeah. So just before lockdown, Isaac wasn't very well. We're not sure if it was COVID or not, but he wasn't well for a good sort of week and a half. And it wasn't because of that why we brought it in. But then we decided, because Isaac is such a good boy, and we believe in not giving gifts just for birthday and Christmas, not to spoil at all. We don't say that. I mean, I'm talking whether you go to the pound shop to get a gift, it doesn't matter. But we believe in sort of celebrating each other whilst we're here and celebrating, the small things, the big things and what have you. So we decided to do quite a big celebration for Isaac and to get him a Nintendo Switch, because we thought it'd be a great surprise. It's not his birthday, And it's something that he's wanted for a while, but we were holding back on it because we thought we didn't really want him to get into too much of the gaming and not to have too much screen time. But then saying that, Isaac's a really compliant boy, which is amazing, and he's very good with that. If we say to him, Isaac, you've got 5 minutes left, he does really listen.
He doesn't complain.
Yeah, honestly. So we thought, you know what, now's the right time. And he's done so well in school, gets like really good grades, and to the teachers he gets like these badges and stuff for like great behaviour, for initiative and courtesy. So we thought, let's give him a nice Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Was there anything else, or was that your favourite? Was that one of your favourites? Was the swing? What about the swing and slide?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
I
enjoy that, don't you?
Yeah.
That's dependent on whether it's a rainy day or not. That's the only thing with that. Where with a Switch, you can play it anytime, can't you?
Yeah.
You can take it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take it anywhere as well. Yay.
Surely Isaac has a good
palate with a lobster, doesn't it? He loves all this high food. Isaac, as they would say, your chest high. Your chest high, which means that, what's it mean? How can I describe it? That basically you like things that are really good. I'm not sure if that's the best way of describing it, but yeah. Choice of menu sounds very similar to mine. Definitely family. Absolutely. Well, he loves all the sweet foods, lobster, prawns. He just thinks that we can, he's like, Mommy, can we have lobster for dinner today? I'm like, Isaac, it's not like getting a chicken. It's expensive, and it's like a treat. It's a treat. Yes, it's expensive. It's a treat. So when we have it, I always say, Isaac, it's a proper treat. But we do have something nice in the fridge. Daddy bought Mommy some crab for Valentine, for anniversary. So you can share that. You can share some after. Yeah.
D Master, and it was a great wedding.
Thank you so
Dwayne.
much.
Really appreciate it.
Such a great day, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was great having you guys there as well.
Definitely.
So
you guys have been friends for years, haven't you?
Ages. We met at college in 2000.
Oh gosh,
so Dwayne,
your ages now, guys.
Yeah, Dwayne. I'm looking forward to coming to your wedding next, Dwayne.
Yes, Dwayne. Yes, that's it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let us know the date and the time. We'll be there. DMO World, I know the Ramada. Yes, me and Tommy stayed there before. It's really lovely. It's so nice, isn't it? It's such a lovely venue. We went to lots of different places, but even the grounds there as well were beautiful, and it was close by. We thought, at least for family that live like in Wolverhampton, Birmingham areas, they wouldn't have to travel far. So that was important for us as well.
Question mark says hello.
Hi, question mark. Hey, thanks for joining us. J Daniela Hart, thank you, Dale. I pray that you all will get to go when everything settles down. Thank you so much. Amen to that. Yeah, Amen. Really looking forward to travelling again, aren't we? Not that we're in a rush, to be honest with you, because I hear a lot of people saying I can't wait, and it's great. But then at the same time, I want to be safe, because you're sitting in a contained space when you're on an aeroplane, and I'm really apprehensive about it. So we'll wait and see when the time is right, won't we?
I think I'm more.
Yitman's more cool
than. He is. But then, because Isabella, I think we mentioned she had a few chest infections last year, so we do have to be cautious for that. So.
Yeah, we need to be careful, don't we, to protect our little Baba. So awesome! We must educate the youth.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So important.
Very, very important.
Just teach them young as well, teach them the right things when they're young.
Absolutely.
So, they can take it with them in their, teenage years and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Oh, 00001111. You're here. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Could you do a story time talking about if people stare at you when you are in public place? Definitely. We will do that. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, because we spoke about it briefly in some videos. I think we spoke about it in what a Chinese man learns about marrying a black woman. I think we spoke about it in part 1 or 2. But we do get a lot of stares, so that's definitely a topic that we could talk about 100%, because it's
always the most comfortable, isn't it?
It can be a bit awkward, can't it? But I think we've learned over the years how to handle it, and we generally, it doesn't bother us, to be honest with you. And as we always say, it's not always bad stares. I've learned myself, because I used to be like, why are they staring? They're being so rude. Because don't they know it's rude to stare, and especially when they stare and don't look away when you've looked at them. And but then I think I've realised that every culture has different sort of rules on that. And then also I think that it's not always bad stares. And I've learnt that by hearing comments when people walk past after and you hear compliments. And I'm like, oh, wow. Sometimes people's resting face just isn't the friendliest, but then you don't, mine's the same. If I'm not smiling, sometimes I can look not very friendly at all. And I don't realise, you see. So I suppose that would be me. If I was looking at somebody, they'd think I'm probably thinking bad thoughts, but I'm absolutely not. So, yeah.
Isaac?
Yes, Mr. Troy.
This one's hurt.
Is this one hurting?
Yeah.
Oh, is that one of your? No, this one's come out, hasn't it? That was one of your first ones.
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, no.
What do you need?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe a lollipop.
A lollipop to make it better. I don't think that's going to help. I think you need less lollipops. I think that's the thing. You'll be okay. If it carries on, I'll give you some paracetamol or something. Okay. Well, ginger. Actually, I was watching a video yesterday. Just a quick random thing. I was watching this person called Gut Health on YouTube, and it's an amazing channel, and I'll link it after for you guys. And she was talking about natural pain relief. So for me, I get menstrual pain at the time of the month, and apparently if you get a piece of ginger and it's half the size of the top of your thumb here, and you chew it quite a few times and then you swallow it with water, and if you do that 5 times a day, apparently it works better than paracetamol. So let's give it a go, and we'll see if it works. I'll do it with Isaac. You bought me a ginger drink today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a big ginger shot drink. I'm looking forward to trying that. What were you going to say? What was the other thing?
This is our first video for 1 hour!
Hey!
1 hour! Oh my
This
God!
is our 1 hour. This is our first 1 hour video.
Yeah,
So I just love Isaac's excitement.
Thanks for the question, guys.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys jumping on, honestly, because we were thinking, what if nobody asks anything? So what are we going to do? That is just the worst thing.
Doing a live is so scary sometimes, you know what I mean?
Pressurising. It's not easy.
You guys have made it easier by asking questions. So
we appreciate
thank
all
you
of you
very much.
jumping on, honestly. It really means a lot to us.
Keep the questions coming, guys.
Thank you very much. So, next question is, so we've got series that's great. Eloise, what are the names did you almost pick for Isaac and Isabella? That's a very good one, Eloise.
I had one.
Go.
So, Eloise,
if you go back, sorry.
My one was Velociraptor.
Oh.
Yeah, for Bella.
For Isabella. I was not impressed.
I wanted to call Isabella.
And I wasn't impressed. I was like, why? Are you serious?
And I was
serious?
I think I was half joking and half serious.
I thought you were serious. I wasn't.
And I can't remember why I wanted to call her Velociraptor.
Because Isaac loves velociraptors, and he thought it would be really fun and a really cool name. He was like, yeah, we can call it Isabella, because we couldn't think of a middle name.
Oh yeah, that's it. There's a middle name.
Velociraptor Choi, and I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And then Isaac, because
I was
Isaac
serious,
was like
actually.
4. And so, of course, Isaac was like, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. And when I was saying no, Isaac was getting really upset. And I was like, babe, you're egging him on. And he really
but it's just a middle name, though. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no. So she has my middle name now. She has my middle name now. So thank God for that. So what were the names we were going to call them? So, okay, there's quick stories, actually, with these two, because we always prayed about what names to call our children, because we believe that names are really important and have significance. And in the Bible, we noticed that God would change people's names when they became like in his will. So we said to God, please show us what names. So God gave us both the names. And quick stories with Isaac, we always knew Isaac, we had no other name, literally. I mean, actually, I did think before the name Joshua. I thought that was a nice name. But then after, when I got pregnant, I saw the name Isaac, and then Yitman had the same name as well. And I was like, wow, what a coincidence. And then we had, like, on your phone, on our phone, we get scriptures that are encouraging scriptures and that sort of thing. But then on the one of the days when we were praying about it, I think it was, it said, and you will call his name, what was it? Something
like, you have a son and you'll call him Isaac.
And you will call him Isaac. And we're like, wow, that's not like an encouragement. And it was just, it seemed so random. And we're like, wow, that was confirmation for Isaac. And then with Isabella, we thought of loads of names. I've probably got them on my phone here still now. We thought of the name Sienna, thought the name Sienna, thought Savannah, thought Jasmine. We were thinking of Chinese names. Oh, we had, was it Phoenix was one of them? We met this girl in Selfridges randomly that was so nice. I was pregnant and her name was Phoenix. I was like, what a cool name. We thought, what a cool name. Do you remember Phoenix? And she gave us some like free eyeshadow. Thank you, Phoenix. Hope you don't get into trouble. But yeah, so yeah, Phoenix was a cool name. We had lots of names. But then again, one day I was praying and I thought, the name Isabella came to me. And I thought, wow, Isabella isn't a name that I thought. I was thinking of more quirkier names and names that sounded a bit maybe sort of as a collaboration of me and Yitman being like Black and Chinese type thing. But then I thought Isabella sounds quite ordinary. Sorry for all the Isabellas out there. But then it is a beautiful name. And I love the fact that Bella means beautiful as well in Italian. But and then the same day, Yitman came home and said, I was thinking of some names and I thought of the name Isabel. And I was like, no way, I can't believe you thought that same name. We'd never discussed it. Then my sister came to me and I was thinking about it and I was praying and she said she saw the name Isabella and I was like, oh my gosh. And then we had a further confirmation at my church. Then there was this lovely lady called Yvonne, who I've mentioned her before in one of my videos because she does Yvonne's Creations. If you watch my Christmas, it was the Vlogmas video, she does amazing like frames and cards. She's incredible, so check her out. So she is an amazing woman of God, and we were talking, we had a session and we were talking, and whilst I was talking to her I was thinking in my mind, I'm going to let her know, because I was pregnant at the time with Isabella. I was thinking I'm going to let her know what we're planning on calling her. As soon as I had that thought, she then said to me, have you thought of what name you're going to call your child? And I was like, oh my gosh, I just was thinking I was going to tell you. And she was saying that she had like a vision and she saw the name Isabella in big letters. And then God told her to make like a frame for Isabella, and I screamed in the room because I could not believe it. So there we go. That's a bit of a long story, but that's where their names came from.
Yeah.
Yay. Next one. So well done, Isaac. Yay. Thank you so much, Blue Glitter. I'm not travelling till 2020, being safe. I don't blame you, PG. Seriously, I do not blame you. 2022 will come round quickly. And you're in Canada, aren't you? Right? Yeah. There's so many places to see in your own country as well. And I think it will be a good opportunity for all of us to explore our country, because I always say to Yitman that I love travelling abroad. Of course, I love the feeling of going on the plane and the excitement of going to the airport and landing in a new country. It's exciting. But then there are so many people that travel from overseas and come to England and have visited more places than we have. And there's some beautiful places like Cornwall, Devon that we haven't been to. I've been to Torquay, but we need to check out. So yeah,
England doesn't appeal to me as much.
I like to go somewhere hot. I have to admit, I need heat. I need the sun. But Yitman's not really a big fan. So next one, Carol. Hey Carol.
Hi Carol.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Hope you're well.
Hi,
Lovely. Hey. I agree. Do you know your zodiac animals? We don't follow it, to be honest with you. We don't follow it just because we don't believe in like the zodiac signs or that sort of thing. Being Christians, I know some Christians do, and that's fair enough. So my hair's getting in my face. Yeah, but then we just don't follow it, do we? We don't follow it. I can't remember what mine was.
Chinese though. I am a goat.
Are you a goat?
I'm a goat.
I'm sure I was a monkey and I wasn't too impressed. I think mine was the monkey.
What was mine?
I don't remember.
We never looked into it.
We don't follow it. But thank you for asking.
Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Michael McHugh, thank you for joining us. Watching from Boeing, Everett, USA.
I've never heard of that.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Whereabouts is that, Michael?
Boeing is the plane for me.
Yeah, I wonder if Boeing is made in Boeing. Maybe.
There we go. Exactly. Please
can you let us know, please, Michael?
We might have that question in a random quiz, so we need to know, please. Thank you so much.
As late, my husband wanted to call our daughter Heathrow because he was at Heathrow Airport when she was born.
Oh my gosh! That's significance there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heathrow.
And
sounds different.
Yitman would want to do that.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, Yitman would want to do that.
My husband. So from what you're saying, it sounds like you didn't let your husband.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Heathrow.
Were you not impressed with the name? What did you think? What do you think of the name Heathrow?
And what did you call your daughter in the end?
Heathrow's a better name for Velociraptor.
Yeah.
I think they're both just as nice as each other.
Really?
Velociraptor, but that's a dinosaur's name.
I know, but when you were 4, you were happy about that. You were like, yes, Daddy, please, Mummy, please. And I was like, gosh, what's Yitman got us into? Dear My World had a question. Wow, I love God incidences. Absolutely. It's amazing, isn't it?
What does incidences mean?
So just because with Isabella, there were so many people it all came together where everybody saw the same thing. That's what it means. Yeah,
that's why she's called
Isabella, because God named it. It's amazing. You can't doubt that confirmation. Absolutely not, because Isabella is a name that I didn't write down. It wasn't an option for me. It wasn't something that we thought, oh yeah, let's call her Isabella. So it was definitely God. Absolutely. So I like how both their names start with I. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I love that as well. And that was something after I was thinking I would love them both to have the same initials.
Yeah, although we didn't do it on purpose.
No, not at all. But Isaac is IWC and Isabella is ISC, isn't she? And both have the I, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. PG. Boeing is very rich family here in Canada. They make so there we go. So they do make the airplanes.
But that's in Canada, though.
So we're like the Boeing 737.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
Is that one?
Well, I'm not sure if that's the same Boeing that Michael was talked about. Yeah, we'll have to look into it.
We'll definitely Google that. No way. I'm not sure what that's relating to. Is that to do with the...
Didn't call the daughter.
The name, yeah.
Oh, you called her Trinity. Oh, that's lovely.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that's really cool.
A beautiful name.
Are you a fan of The Matrix? Is that why you called her Trinity?
Or is it the Trinity because of Father, Son, Holy Spirit?
Or just because you like the name?
You like the name Trinity? It's a beautiful name nonetheless.
Yeah.
Absolutely
we like
beautiful.
That. That's cool.
I like that name.
Better than Heathrow, yeah.
I think it's definitely better than Heathrow. I'm with you there, Adelaine.
Michael says it's the biggest factory in the world. Just bragging.
Absolutely, brag away, Michael. Good for you. And that's something to be proud of.
Out of interest, what does the factory make? I was wondering. Just so I don't have to Google. What does the factory make?
Isn't it airplanes?
No, but that's what PG's saying that they make in Canada. So that's I don't know. I'm
lost.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
PG. Make aeroplanes. Yes, so it is right. Yeah.
PG. So every time I see your name, I think of tea bags.
I must say.
Because in England, PG tips
tea bags.
Make tea bags. Make tea. And I am at the end of this scrolling thing, and I'm a little bit worried because there's no more questions, and I'm thinking, what should we talk about? But
it's over now.
It's been an hour.
We've had a good time.
An hour and 11 minutes. So
we've got a few random questions here, quickly. Because just for those that are watching that may have asked this question, so Yitman, why is your surname Choi if you're not Korean? Because if you click back to the top, because a lot of people ask us that.
That's true.
And they're like, and some of them have said, surely he's Korean, and how are you Korean? Because your surname is Choi, and I keep having to say no, he's Chinese. So I've never looked into the origins of the name Choi, but a lot of Koreans have that surname Choi. Yeah.
But apparently the name originates from China because
that's interesting.
I think are there a lot of people from Korea who originally came from China? I'm not sure. But so my family name for my dad is Wong, is originally Wong.
That's right, yeah.
So WONG. But what happened was my dad told me that when he was younger, when my dad was born or when he was young, his uncle, whose surname was Choi, something like that, he didn't have any children, so he kind of took on my dad as, I think it's to pass down the name, so he took on my dad as his child in some sort of way, and so that's why my dad's surname became Choi from Wang. So a lot of my cousins, so my dad's side of the family, a lot of my cousins, their surname's Wang, but then we're Choi.
Yeah. So I could have been Adalaine Wong.
Yeah.
Why you recognise it? Yeah, I prefer the name Choi. Sorry for the Wong family.
Adalaine Choi.
But I do prefer Choi. So the next one is, do the children have Chinese names?
No, they don't. But
Jenny, well, she can vouch for that as well. She's been there when we've gone through the names, hasn't she?
Yeah. So officially on birth certificates, so they've just got English names. But my dad gave Isabella a Chinese name
and Isaac, but I can't remember what Isaac's was.
I'll have to
ask him.
So for Isabella, it was Yisa or something. I'm not sure how to say that in Chinese, but I kind of said it in an English way. But then just the other day, I had a brainwave, and so I used to play Street Fighter 2 when I was young, and I thought, let's call Isabella Chun-Li from the character.
She does look a bit like a Chun-Li.
Looks like a Chun-Li.
She does look like a Chun-Li.
And then we'll call Isaac Ryu. So
Ryu.
It's a chopper.
Yeah, we don't know if we'll do that. But, Michael, so 787, 747. Ah, so it is the planes.
Ah, see.
Boeing in Everett.
That's
Okay.
It. No way. That's amazing.
That's really
We've
cool.
learned something today.
Yeah, definitely.
I had
Boeing,
no idea.
Everett.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that insight.
As like, did you ever take the ancestry DNA test?
Ah,
no, but
that's a very good one.
No, but it is something that we're going to do really soon.
We're doing it very soon.
We've been looking.
Watch this space.
Wait, we're doing what?
A DNA test.
What's a DNA?
We've been planning this. We weren't going to reveal it yet, but we just have.
So you're seeing if Daddy's DNA is the same to DNA.
Not to see if it's the same DNA. I hope not. Gosh, can you imagine? That would be a disaster. But it's to see like
what would you do if
our heritage.
What would we do if we found out we were related? We couldn't do that.
I'd just laugh. I'd be like, wow, what a coincidence.
We had kids
because
already.
Now we've had kids. They've come out well.
So yeah.
Good. So thank God for that. Yeah.
So
not that I condone people marrying.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
But yeah, so I kind of looked into the ancestry DNA test, and I think there's different companies that do it, but for some of the main ones like Ancestry, apparently for Black people in England, it didn't give that much information.
No, what was the reason they said?
From what I remember, it kind of it takes a look at your DNA and compares it to other DNA samples that they've got from people around the world. So like, let's say, for example, if let's say from Ireland, there's lots of people with similar DNA to you, then they'll say, oh yeah, you're partly from Ireland, but not to say.
What about me?
I don't think your DNA tells you always what country you're from or something like that. Yeah. But we need to look into it further, but we're definitely going to do it.
Yeah, we are definitely 100%.
In the not too distant future.
Yeah, because because we can speak about it then, can't we? In the sense of, because in terms of my family, there's lots of different, because I know that there's Scottish on my dad's side and that sort of thing. So it'd be interesting to see, just
be fun to do.
It'd be a really, really good fun thing to do. I'm really looking forward to it.
We'll definitely do a video on that. So
100%,
watch out
that
for
will definitely be a video. Yeah. So stay tuned, as light and everybody else. My last name is Dead No Men. Wait there. I can't see that. So
my last name is Dead. No men on my side of the family.
My last name is Dead. So I don't know what you mean, PG. Sorry.
Oh, so her surname.
Her surname. Is it a he or a she? Actually, are you a he or? I'm presuming that you're a she.
I don't know why I presume that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. So, no men on my side of family.
She.
Oh, she. Ah, there we go. At least we know that about you. That's excellent. Yeah. My last name is no men on my side of the family. Oh, okay. Do you get it? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure what you meant by that, PG. So maybe if you could rephrase it and then we can read it again.
Yeah.
Thank you, my lovely. What else do we have? Then we have Eloise, excited. My only exotic lineage is my Scottish dad. Amazing. And that's another place I want to go, is Scotland. I've never been to Scotland, so we'll travel all the way across the other side of the world, but I've never visited Scotland. And I think it's because when you look at the weather forecast, a lot of the times it's like when there's bad weather, you can guarantee that Scotland's got the brunt of it.
Oh yeah.
And it's a good 6-hour drive as well. But we could always fly there. But it's somewhere, because I've heard there was Edinburgh, loads of other places there meant to be absolutely stunning. So please, Eloise, if there's any way you'd recommend, let us know.
Please.
Oh, it means no men to carry on the family name. Oh, okay. I get you. I get what you mean.
Okay. I've got you now. Yes, I see what you mean. Thank you for that. I
wonder if...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The only option would have been to... when I guess when a woman gets married, to keep their name, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Or double barrel it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's it, because some people double barrel theirs as well. Okie dokie.
Cool.
It means no men to carry. Yeah. Thank you, Eloise, as well, for confirming that. You're the same as well. Oh, so that no men will get married to carry on the name. Eloise, right. There we go. So Eloise was quicker than us. Thank you, Eloise. We were like, if you're there, it's that face of, we just haven't got a clue. Okay, so what are you planning for the summer? Well, when the sun decides to make its appearance, we're hoping next week, because it's forecast, like, it sounds pretty cold to a lot of Americans, I know, but it's forecast 21 degrees, which we're really excited about. So on some of the days.
So, I got next week
off. Off for the week, so I'm really, really happy about that. We're excited. So we're going to Safari Park one of the days, which is a zoo. And the great thing about it is that it's a drive around zoo. So we'll be in the car, in the safety of our car, we can drive around, so we won't need our masks. And yeah, they've got a fair there, but obviously that's closed. So it'd be great for the kids and for all of us just to spend some time and see the animals. Because Isabella, she's been to a zoo once, I think, hasn't she? Once or twice. She's mainly been to farms. So it'd be great for her to go to the zoo again. So I'm sure we're really excited about that.
Yeah, and on the summer we're meant to be doing a water fight.
Oh yes, we always have a water fight in the garden.
That'll be good.
And Isaac says he's having the hose, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got a big bucket, so I'm going to do that. I have to keep refilling, so that's not going to be fun. So we always do that. Other things for the summer, it's just more barbecues. Watch our vlogs. We'll be seeing a lot more barbecues. Whenever the weather's hot, we do barbecues, even if it's just warm. We like doing our barbecues, don't we?
Cooking outside's really nice.
Yeah, we love that. And we're looking forward to doing some camping at some point when things lift, because that's something that Isaac really enjoyed last year.
I think you can do it now.
With Sharon from DMO. And Isaac really loved it last year. We had a funny story because Isaac we went on 2 cruises last year, one with Yitman's family. And that was fantastic. And then went on another one for Yitman's 40th, which is another fantastic one. And then not long after that, went on a camping trip, which was
just in England.
Yeah, in England.
Just 20 minutes down the road.
Absolutely. And Isaac was like, "Mommy, this is way better than the cruises."
It's not.
Now he's changed his mind now. But I was just like, "What? Are you serious?" After this, really elaborate holidays, and then he loved the camping. But it just reminded us how, the simple things in life are what matter, especially to children. They appreciate
just
that.
Spending time with each other.
Spending time, that's what it's about. And I think through this lockdown, the question that was asked earlier about what I'll carry on is just appreciating more of the simple things in life, and appreciating the sunshine, appreciating the garden, being out in the garden and just chilling, planting seeds. We're growing different things out in the garden. I love all of that. So
have you picked the carrots?
Oh,
the carrots, we picked one when Jenny came over for my birthday. She noticed that they'd sprouted. Okay. And do you know what? We haven't been out to pick them.
Oh no, you need to pick them.
We need to pick them because otherwise they're going to rot.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll hopefully be able to eat them. I'm hoping so.
Yes, but
Eloise, I'd recommend Edinburgh. Totally not biased.
Yeah.
It has the Royal Mile, Science Museum, shopping is Isaac would love the Science Museum.
Isaac's obsessed with science museums.
We should go to Edinburgh.
We should
this year.
We should definitely.
Would you go this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're going this year.
We're going this year, Eloise.
We're going to do a video.
Yeah, we're going to take you around.
You know what? I feel like I'd like to do some travel videos if you guys would be interested in watching these. Yes. So kind of like vlogging and
because we love going around traveling,
doing travel shows.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll do some ones obviously because we'll be in the UK for a while. So we'll do some city break travel videos. That'd be really good. Yeah, we really want to because
it's in the same country.
The science museums, don't you?
Yeah.
We tend to go to the ones
and
in
they're
London.
Like the Natural History Museum.
Yes, that's one of his favourites.
What about Isabella? Like driving all the way to Edinburgh.
Oh gosh, the thought of it makes me feel weak. Well, do you know what? I think she's getting older and she's becoming more chilled about things, and she sleeps in the car a lot of the times. So
we have to do loads of
stops.
Off.
Yeah, that's it. And lots of snacks and toys.
I'm just dreading. I need a toilet.
I know. Just travel potty.
Oh, okay.
And we just chuck it out the window.
PG quicker than me as well.
Yeah.
Yes, barbecue. Please wash the chicken next time.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You see, I'm just like
Washing
the chicken.
No, cooking.
That's why I do the wash. That's why I do the chicken. You see,
cooking it kills the germs.
Exactly. That's right, PG. Yitman would disagree.
Cooking it kills the germs.
Yeah, Yitman thinks yes, cooking it does kill the germs, but for me, you have to wash the chicken. You have to,
Yeah.
and even if your sink is full, I understand when your sink is full, you've got loads of dishes, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Throw it outside. That's what I did the other day. I had to pull it out the window, and I was like holding the chicken, hoping it didn't fall on the ground. But you've got to get that chicken washed, and that's why I do the chicken in the house. Because it's got to be washed.
I saw the jerk chicken video.
Exactly. You saw the evidence.
You saw it.
You saw all of Yitman's shenanigans.
The nastiness.
Yes, the nasty. Nasty. No, Yitman's a good hygienic man. He just doesn't wash his chicken. Yay, Eloise. Thank you.
Washing with lime. Oh yeah, people say that, like lemon or lime.
Lime,
like
exactly. It cuts the slime. The lime cuts the slime.
That's the key phrase.
The lime cuts the slime.
So
one more thing.
Okay, one more thing.
So one more thing was, do we prefer Jamaican or Chinese food? That was the last question.
Oh, I prefer Chinese.
Isaac prefers Chinese food. He loves Jamaican. Okay, start with what Jamaican food you really enjoy.
I like, I think Chinese still.
Really?
So I like fried fish, jerk chicken.
Yeah.
I like plantain, ackee and saltfish.
Yeah.
I like the Jamaican soup.
Yeah.
I really like those with the dumplings.
He loves dumplings in his soup. He always asks for more dumplings. So he loves Jamaican food, but he just prefers Chinese food, don't you?
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? That's okay. It absolutely is, yeah. For me, I think growing up, I've always preferred Chinese food as well. And that's just because I've had so much Jamaican food. So because of that, it's like sometimes you have that thing where when you have so much of something, I don't think I'd never get bored of Jamaican food, but then it's a thing where Mom always had this joke where whenever I was young, when I wasn't feeling very well, I'd be like, Mummy, I'm not feeling well. Can I have a sweet and sour chicken, please? Mummy, I'm not feeling well. Can I have some Chinese food? And that was always my go-to. And she'd always go to the Chinese and get it for me. So I was like, yes, this works. So that was it for me. So I've always loved Chinese food. But to be honest with you, I'm not trying to be diplomatic, but I'm split in the middle because for me, Jamaican food, it's just home cooking. It gives me that great feeling of, I just love, there's so many dishes that I love. I love curry mutton. I love oxtail. I love ackee and saltfish, just different, I love it. But then I equally love lots of Chinese food dishes. And as I said, I love a lot of the traditional stuff and I love dim sum, all of that. So it'd be difficult. It depends on how I'm feeling on the day, if I'm honest. It's just whatever I fancy on that day. But definitely, it's two of my favourite foods, Chinese. I do love Italian food as well, to be honest with you. And I do love Thai.
I love Thai.
Yeah, Thai food.
I'd pick Thai. I'd pick French. I like French food.
French food, such as beef bourguignon
and the soufflés,
yeah.
But I think because I've grown up eating Chinese food, I'm a little bored of it. So once in a while, I'd like to eat it.
I don't know how you can get bored of it, because I must say, when it comes to Chinese food versus Jamaican food, there are more Chinese dishes, in my opinion. What do you think?
I'm bored of English takeaway type Chinese food.
Oh yeah, that's
because it's always the same sort of thing. Like the curry, sweet and sour, lemon chicken, blah blah blah. But I think now that I'm a bit older, I think I'd appreciate the more authentic Chinese cooking that my mom and dad does. Yeah. So
watch this space for some more cooking.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
But I love Jamaican food as well. And I think if I had to pick our favourite, a good jerk chicken, I think it's got to be a good jerk chicken. I like curry mutton. I'm not really a fish fan, so not really fish.
Yeah.
But your mum does really nice fried fish.
Fried fish. My mum does the best.
But it's got to be boneless.
Oh yeah, Yipman likes it boneless. So my mum bakes. She goes out to get the boneless fish for Isaac
she does
and
a really
Bella,
nice
and she
one,
does it for Yipman as well. And then she does the best fried fish. I've been to so many takeaways and restaurants, and I'm not just saying. My mum does the best fried fish and the best Jamaican rum cake, doesn't she? Well, Yipman's not.
I don't like rum cake.
Yipman doesn't like rum cake. Yeah, but then if you like rum cake, she does the best.
She does good.
What's rum cake?
She does it for our wedding. Jamaican, do you know Nana's cake?
The brown cake.
The brown cake.
Oh,
it's so nice. So good. Fish and chips and newspaper, yes.
You're skipping it.
Oh, sorry, I've skipped some. I just saw the fish and chips. You're making me want fish and chips now. Absolutely.
Blue glitter tastes better as well if you wash it first. You guys are ganging up on me here now.
Yeah, guys, let's pressure him. Wash the chicken.
Come on, wash the chicken.
Wash the chicken.
Come on, everybody, wash the chicken.
No.
Wash the chicken.
I wonder if there's one person here watching that doesn't wash chicken. Please comment.
Yeah.
I'd feel really I'd feel like a disgusting. No, I feel like a nasty person if
you feel nasty.
Nasty if no one else washes it.
That's funny.
But,
wash the chicken.
Yes. Wash the chicken. That's funny.
Beef jerky. I like beef.
I'm lost where we are now. Oh, okay, yeah.
Michael.
Beef jerky. What was that?
Eloise says I don't wash.
What was beef jerky again?
Michael says beef jerky. I like beef jerky too, Michael.
Beef jerky's good.
It's love tough beef though, jerky. You know, like you're biting it like.
You have to have good teeth for that, otherwise it'll pull it out.
Yeah.
But we like beef jerky a lot. It's very processed, but very tasty. Nice treat, definitely.
Question mark says, "Yum, I'm hungry now." Me too. I've had dinner, but I'm hungry.
We've got some nice food in the fridge. Yipman bought
maybe
some
I'll
nice treats for me. He's a sweet.
Okay, can I have some?
Yes, you can.
That's your bedtime.
We'll hopefully.
We can have some.
Eloise says,
PG.
I don't wash.
Right there, let's go back. Fish and chips and newspaper.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, I mean, that was the thing, wasn't it, back in the day? Fish and chips and newspaper.
Is that what they do in Canada?
Now I'm like, obviously it has to be like the fake newspaper thing. Because I'm thinking about the print going on your food.
But yeah, fish and chips is lovely. With curry sauce, PG.
Yes, curry sauce.
Yes, curry sauce.
Battered chips as well.
Yes.
If you had the battered chips, if you haven't, oh my gosh. See, I'm making myself hungry now. Battered chips with curry sauce. And if you go to the chip shop as well, I love like the
meat,
like the
chicken meat and chips in a tray.
Yeah, it's so good with chili and mayo. And just we just love food.
You know, when I say I don't really like English food all the time, I think fish and chips and chicken meat and chips counts as English food, does it?
But saying that, the chicken meat, if I'm honest, the chicken meat is more Turkish. The flavourings are more Turkish and Greek. Then when you have the red chicken meat, that's tikka.
Oh, okay.
That's Indian.
Oh, okay.
But
so
the chips,
maybe
the chips is very British, and so is the fish.
I do.
Battered fish and chips, sausage.
Yeah, that's all right.
Isaac likes sausage and mash, don't you? We did chicken sausages. We tried to keep away from the pork.
PG says, wash the chicken. No, no.
Yes.
Eloise is on my side. I don't wash my chicken. You can, yay!
No!
So I think it's 2-2, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh,
question mark says, wash it when it's raw.
Exactly,
yes.
Yes. So question mark, they mean wash it when it's raw. So question mark, my thing is, you know when it's raw, like
you watch our chicken video, by the way.
What are you gonna wash from it? Like it's just dead chicken. So you just
exactly. It's dead. So you want to make sure that it's dead. Not like there's nothing on there that's gonna.
So basically, you're kind of like balming it.
Balming it. Oh gosh, that sounds gross. This is how people become vegan. Just thinking about that. But no, it's washing the chicken because everywhere it's been like on the floor. People have handled it. Probably wiped the bum and not washed their hands.
The chicken doesn't wipe its bum?
No, the chicken doesn't wipe its bum, but people that handle it, there's people that when you go to the toilets, that's a whole nother topic. But when people go to the toilets, public toilets, they're not washing their hands. And they're touching the chicken.
Okay, so Eloise says, do you wash steak and fish as well? That's a very good question. Thank you, Eloise.
I wash my fish. I scale my fish. I wash my fish. Steak as well. We haven't had a steak for a while, apart from when we've been to a restaurant. But then
do you really wash
my
them?
Meat? I wash my meat. Yeah, absolutely. Do I wash it?
Eloise is not trying to be rude. I'm just intrigued.
No.
Be rude. I don't mind because.
Go for it, Eloise. We don't just ask all the questions. I wash everything because I just think yeah, it's how I've grown up. Maybe it's not even. I think. Do you know what? It's not necessary because when he does cook, I never get a bad tummy. So, you know,
slime is good for you.
One time when you cooked some mincemeat.
PG the slime. So washing the slime is a crime. Don't wash the slime.
Washing the slime is a crime.
Yeah.
That is
I think the slime.
I've never seen any slime.
It's just got that when you touch the chicken and it's like got that slime.
It's just juice,
like
isn't it? Chicken juice.
It's just, yeah. Oh no. Even thinking about it, that's how people can become vegan, because I love eating it, but when it's in its raw state, that's why Charmaine, my sister-in-law, she cooks the food, but she doesn't always eat it, because I think when you've seen it in its raw state, it's just not as appealing when you go to eat it after.
No, that's true.
Because you know what it looked like previously. There's a message in that, isn't there? But let's not even go there. Right, okay. We could talk for ages, couldn't we?
I know.
Yeah.
This is like a nice friendship group, isn't it?
This is so lovely.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We need to do this more.
Yeah, we love it. We really do love lives.
Yeah,
We were scared for our first one. See, I've gone shiny as well. Gosh. Yeah, we really enjoy it, don't we?
Yeah.
We
It's nice.
were nervous for our first one. It was Yitman's idea to do the first live. And Yitman was just like, come on, let's just do it now randomly in the kitchen. So you'll see our first one was called Come and Say Hi. And I was like, no, what we're going to talk about? He's
we
like,
didn't even know what we were talking about.
He said, let's just say hi. And I'm like, this is just going to go to pot. But it was actually okay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm glad that you did it. And that's why in life it's good just to take the plunge with some things. I always say still prepare, but then sometimes it's good to take the plunge and feel that fear and excitement.
And do it anyway.
Do it anyway. Absolutely.
All meat washed, says PG.
Vinegar.
Wash the steak and fish with vinegar.
Yeah.
Just like fish and chips.
Yeah.
Add some salt.
Yeah. Saying that, do you know what, Eloise? Actually, I'll be honest. I made some salmon today, and it wasn't fresh salmon; it was frozen salmon. And
you didn't wash it. There you go.
I just thought.
Mum is not
Does that make me a hypocrite? It's just because I don't know. I'm presuming that it's washed and ready to eat.
But
it wasn't seasoned, but I just didn't think of washing it. Saying that, I do wash frozen fruit now. More recent.
Frozen fruit.
My mum was telling me. Yeah, my mum was saying about it.
Oh.
Yeah, but then we blend it anyway, don't we?
Yeah, blending is not going to kill any bacteria.
I know, exactly. No, I'm saying we blend it anyway, so when it's wet, it doesn't matter. Because if you eat it like that, you want it to be crunchy, but we blend it as a smoothie.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. But Adalaine is really, when it comes to cleaning things, she used to clean fruit with washing up liquid. When you use.
Does anybody else do that?
Used to wash plates, and then she used that for cleaning fruit.
I know, really bad.
She's stopped now.
Yeah, because I thought about the chemicals that were in washing up liquid, but for me, I was just thinking that apple's been on a tree somewhere. That tree that apple might have had bird poo on it, and for me, that just led me to think, okay, I need to wash it, and I need to.
So why not shampoo?
No, that's for hair.
I
thought it was kitchen related. I don't know. It was a bad idea, just full stop. But then I wash all my fruit. I like to wash my blueberries. Somebody mentioned about apple cider vinegar, which is something I still haven't done. I will do that. Thank you for the person that mentioned that. But then my blueberries, and I just wash it with boiling water, because when you get that white powdery looking coating, it gets rid of that. And I'm thinking the white coating, I don't know what it is, whether it's the pesticides or whatever, but we wash that off.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's something that
I'm not into chemicals and stuff like that.
That's the thing. So we use the hot boiling water for that.
A bit of bird poo's all right. Not really.
And then we don't peel our apples all the time. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
No.
But more recently I'm more prone to, because I'm thinking with the virus, all of that. Yeah. So, after all, it depends it depends if it's from the butcher or from the pack. Exactly, that's true.
Good point.
Very, very good point. Wash. So that is it, I think. There's a lot of washing.
Yeah.
Washing. Definitely, we'll end on the washing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wash your.
No bird droppings.
No bird droppings.
No, the bird droppings make it taste better.
That's disgusting. No,
not really.
Yeah, Yitman is joking. But definitely washing fruit and veg and all of that. I'm really big advocate of just washing what comes through the house, because you just don't know where it's been. So, but maybe not with washing up liquid with the chemicals. I think just what else? Oh, one tip actually, I was watching this chef on Instagram stories, and they were saying that if you use bicarbonate of soda on your greens and stuff when they come through, because obviously a lot of the greens aren't washed and stuff, and apparently it kills viruses. I'm not sure if it's true, but bicarbonate of soda, I was Googling it and I was reading that there could be some facts in that. So that's something that's a bit more friendlier than body friendly than washing up liquid. So
I think so.
That's an option. And also salt. You know, your mom taught me about the salt thing, that if there are any flies in like your fruit, it will rise to the top. So that, and it works. It's true, like with raspberries and stuff, because on raspberries sometimes you find, like in the inside of it, you'll see these tiny little dots of things, and you think it's part of the fruit. And I remember one started moving, and it freaked me out for life.
That's nasty.
And I tend not to buy raspberries too frequently, but when I do, I always use salt because it's freakish.
Oh, Isaac's rubbing his
Isaac's
eyes.
tired.
All right, guys.
Isaac is tired.
So
and we have had, how long have we on here? 1 hour 40. Wow. Thank you guys. Forget about us. You guys have been amazing. Staying on and supporting us on the chat, asking all the questions. Every one of you, we appreciate you. We really appreciate all of the support on our channel, all the support, you know, just having a chat with us. This has been amazing.
It's been really fun.
Made our evening today.
We've really enjoyed it, and we hope you guys have enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations again to the winner of the prizes.
Oh yeah, Blue Glitter. We're going to email you in a bit, Blue Glitter.
Absolutely.
If you're still on here.
Yes, but we'll definitely email you so we can get your address to post it to.
So thank you guys, and if you've enjoyed it, please share this video with your friends and family.
Night,
Night, Eloise.
Night, Eloise. And see you. Good evening, PG. Thank you for staying with us. And so if you enjoyed it as well, we'll probably do another live next month. In a month's time. So
and let us know what topics you'd like to talk about as well. Whether you wanted to do a quick fire question and answer thing, or whether you wanted to have a topic. If there was a topic of discussion, just send your comments through. Where would they send it through to us?
Probably down below here. Probably.
Yeah, down below here. Yeah, if we do that, and then at least then for the next live video, we've got some sort of thing to work off. That would be fantastic.
And bye ?
Bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all.
Take care, guys.
Eloise. Thank you, PG.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Sherelle. Thank you, all of you.
Thank
you,
everybody.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, wherever you are. Bye, Dwayne.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Sharon.
Bye, DMO.
Bye.
Bye, Mrs. C. Bye, Blue Glitter. Bye, Mum. Bye, Lorraine. Bye, Paul.
Bye, Nana.
Oh, bless you. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Be kind.
Be kind.